Okay, so next I want to show you is the creator. Basically, it's the same. You see, if you go to AP, right? When we create a supplier, we click new. Okay, so supplier here, I put supplier XYZ. Okay, same thing. You will auto generate the creator account for me. And the creator control account is auto selected, and there's only one currently. Also, you just select the first one. Same thing. If you look at the screen, it's all same like the customer or data maintenance, except you see something missing here. What is missing here? Anyone can see what is the difference between the creator screen and the data is the delivery address. You see, there's no delivery address here because supplier, we are not sending goods to our supplier, right? Is the supplier send the goods to us, so there's no delivery address here. But you also get to have the branches and contact here, right? You can key in the branches and contact. And also, you got the others here. Okay, others here is the same like the customer, or you can maintain the different SSD information, your price category for this supplier and so on. So all this you can maintain here. So basically, it's quite simple when you create a supplier or a customer, right? It's quite simple. All right. So that's where we create. Okay, apart from some preparation for transaction, just now we saw we got create customer, create data, and then we got create creator, right? If we look into we look at the data maintenance again. Okay, just now we mentioned about the others, right? Under others, we got like the setting. Sometimes we want to preset this customer is using which account type, whether they are how to say we got two types of service charge, and also another one is called sales tax, right? So these two, right? Sometimes we can define and specify that this customer is always we charge them service tax. We are providing them service, so we must always charge them service tax, right? So in that case, right, we don't have to every time when I do transaction, I have to remember to select which tax to use. So this is only the one place that we can actually define. When we know that this customer always use service from our company, which is service, or they always buy goods from us, which is the sales tax. So in that case, right, now we want to see how do we create the SST. So create SST, right, we go to tax. Here we got the tax code maintenance. Okay, under tax code maintenance, right, you see there's a configure manager SST. Okay, this was before the SST. There was a short period of time we got GST, right? So that's the GST we still have to maintain and remain. But maybe it's coming back again after a few years' time. Maybe it's coming back. That's it won't be so soon. I'm not sure. But for now, we are running the SST system. So to configure, it's very simple. We just follow the wizard. Okay, just click next. So answer some survey. It's like a survey. Answer some questions. Now, actually, it's like, are you subject to sales tax? Do you have to collect sales tax from your client? If no, right, then they won't create sales tax. They'll just create service tax. So here, if yes, I just select yes. Our sales tax rate is 10%. If I yes, or maybe 5%. If depends on. So you can answer as you want. Sales tax registration number. If you got a registration number for your company, or sales tax, that's where you can type in. Let's say this is my tax number. Are you subject to the service tax? same like the sales tax, you answer yes or no. And this is your service tax number, all right? Then click next again. Then is your business purchase being charged by sales tax or service? Yes or no? Huh? Let's say yes also. Lah. Do you wish to generate the proposed SST account? Yes, that's the purpose here, right? So once you done everything, when I click finish, right, system will auto suggest this SST type for us. All right, then just now I say, do I want the system to generate account for me? Yes, then this account will be generated. Okay. These are the account generated, right? Okay, so I can check the input tax as well. Okay, so this is the input tax account, tax code. This is the output tax. So you got two output tax and the input tax. And this one is the option of the SST that the start date is from when. The period is from when. Okay. So you just follow the step after you after it's suggested, it's created, or you follow the step. Then once you're done, you click save. So these are the text type that it created for us. So once we created already, if let's say I go back to the customer, I mean the customer who I usually deal with them in sales tax. So let's say a company B. Okay, now we can see the sales tax of different tax type and also the service tax. Let's say the sales tax is always for this company B is 10%. Sales tax of 10. So I choose 10. Okay, then you see what happened if now company A I didn't select, right? Company A I didn't select. Okay, the next thing I will show you is the prepare. For prepare is the access right. Access right is the control that we want to prevent like user accidentally delete something or change something from the system. We only want to assign the correct task for the specific user. So all these settings is also under the general maintenance. So you can find general maintenance, access right maintenance. Okay, here under access right, if you know the menu, right, just now we mentioned the menu, I basically categorize them in the main three section. Main three section means the GRIP. If you look at the access right, it also actually categorizes the way that how our menu arrange. So for example, here you got GL is the general ledger or GL, and then you got AR is the account receivable, and then the AP as a account payable. So today, if let's say I want to set some access right for a user, okay, I create a user is to go to general maintenance, user maintenance. Let me create a new user. Okay, so the user, maybe I call it Tom. Then set the password. I think I put admin now, so can remember. Okay, under this, right, when I create a user, I need to decide this user access, right? So there are two ways of doing it. One is I go and after I save this user, right, I go to the access right maintenance and one by one set the access right. But this is quite a lot of work, right? You got like a few thousands of access right there. Another way of doing it is by assigning what Tom can do for different group. Oh, so if Tom is supposed to be doing sales, so I assign sales as a group for Tom. Okay, so if Tom can also do another job like stock or no stock purchases, okay, inventory manager or something like that, whatever, so I can actually assign more than one group. So each group, right, it actually represent the user can do certain type of tasks. Where do I know what are the tasks that it can use is for this group, right? What can it does? What can the group do, right? Is to go back to the access right maintenance here. For example, just now we saw we got this one blocking. Okay, I save this first. So if I go back to access right, I got sales and purchase here. So if I look into quotation is under sales, right? So under sales, you can see all these are the group setting. And what can sales do is by looking at here. So we know what the sales can do here from here. And we look at the invoice. What can sales do inside invoice is here. So these are the list of what can the sales group do. So purchase also the same. If you go to the purchase, like purchase order, that's what the purchasers can do. Not everything you see, purchasers can they delete? No, purchase cannot delete. But purchase by inventory manager and also admins can do the delete. So this control, right, is useful if we use the user group to control the access. So when we create a new user, it's simpler when we can just assign which group of tasks can this user do. So what if you say, hey, today this user group don't have enough user group. I want to create more meaningful for my usage. Can I increase the user group? You can, right? You can do that. So where do? I go to general maintenance, user group maintenance, and that's where I can just create a user group. For example, today if I want to create a user group, specific user group can do the backup and restore. Okay, backup and restore. So maybe I create a backup group, backup restore group. Okay, so after I created this group, right? Okay, then I say this group, I want it to be able to perform backup and restore under here, under tools, backup, show backup and open backup, yes. And I want this group can also restore. Okay, so then I save. Now I can just go back to user maintenance and say, okay, I want this user to be able to do backup also. So I'll just edit this user and add the backup restore. Okay. So now if I go back to the accessory maintenance, right? If I look at the tools backup, oh, need refresh. Okay, if I go to tools backup, you can see the group backup restore inside the group of here. You see, all right? So that means anyone assigned with this group backup and restore, the person can do the backup restore. But beside this, I'm talking about the backup restore is where it's under the menu here. You can do the backup and restore here, right? Backup. Or by clicking this, you can back up to the folder that you specified. Or just now you saw how I restore the sample account book, the interface, the UI is the same. Okay, so this backup, right, is manual. Some user want to make sure they got do backup, or maybe the support want to do the backup, right, is to manual backup. But there's another way of backup is by setting up the backup schedule, which is important, right? Where do I set the backup schedule? That means the system will automatically run by the specific time to do the system backup. Not system backup, the database backup. Okay.